You ready?
Yes.
Quiet on the set. Oh, it's a little dark. I don't think that you work your Wrestle paid light bill. Oh, boy, look.
Yep.
Now, listen, there's one. We got one on that side. I haven't found it yet, but the debut album of Captain and Tennille. That's my next one.
That's nice.
Then I'll once I find that one, then I'll have our circle of life.
Then we'll be in the middle.
This is when we were heels, Sonny Cher, and Captain and Tennille's little baby faces. But I'll find it. But you know, they had a lot. It's amazing how many albums they put out back in the day. But anyway, I'll find it. The debut album. I got a pen. Look, official. Oh, where did I get that? Planet Fitness. Oh, okay. Ready?
Okay. Ready?
I got that. I got this one in the girls' bathroom at Planet Fitness. No, that was tacky. I was waiting for a drum roll, boy, but that's okay. But it's got to be a joke to get a drum roll, don't it?
Yeah,
okay.
kind of.
Yeah. Okay. I should save that for the show.
Yeah, save that.
Okay.
You did that right. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this. Your dad, you don't work, you wrestle. You hear the claps. You know what time it is. George, how was your weekend?
Boy, had unbelievable. I know we say that every week here on Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle. Most of the time to describe something miserable that happened to us. But what a great weekend we had. Bullet close to home. Of course, I'm referring to first Big Time Wrestling, Lincoln, North Carolina. Jim Hefner and his crew there at the high school. What an unbelievable crowd. Bullet, which we love having both bleachers out, pushing one in, and then having to bring them back, both it out. Mm-hmm. That's always a good thing. But probably close to 1,000 people, give or take, one or two little brats running around.
No, it definitely was more.
Unbelievable.
Just mathematically, when there's 400 chairs on the floor, one side of the bleachers holds 800.
Yes.
So and you had to pull up the other side. Mathematically, that works out to over 1,000.
Unbelievable, and just it was so good to of course see Sting again for me. Hadn't saw him in a while, and just a great night. It's just unbelievable right now, and I don't want to knock on wood and won't ruin it, but wrestling in the Carolinas now. Of course, it's doing good everywhere. But man, right here in the Carolinas, it's good right now.
Just even just the Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, even like as far as Knoxville, certain parts of West Virginia.
And of course, we love it because it was a good setup. I mean, what we mean by good setup wise is we didn't have to go far.
No,
at all. Just unbelievable.
You saw what West Virginia. We had to pull up right to where the ring was. Like literally, it was just as far away as our camera. That's how close the trailer was.
Oh, wow.
That's how West Virginia was the night before for me. So.
Oh, wow. Well, just a great time. We want to thank everybody that came out for Big Time Wrestling. Of course, I'm telling you, if you missed it, you really missed a great show. Of course, you got
there was a show. I know we keep talking about how good the ring setup was.
I know.
There was a wrestling show.
There was wrestling.
There was a wrestling show
there. Bullet. But anyway, of course, a lot of our students got to work. We had a lot of guys helping with the ring. Of course, you know, our motto was, you don't meet Sting until you meet the ring. So that kind of little rhyme there. Well, that little rhyme in there. But anyway, just a great time, okay? And then, of course, I want to thank everybody. Sunday, AML did tremendous business. It's unbelievable, Bullet. An hour up the road, honestly. An hour up the road, there was probably another 450, close to 500 put in that convention center. And, of course, I learned a valuable lesson. Of course, I had a flat tire. They had only this could happen to me, Bullet. They had a tool convention, and I'm looking for the guy that dropped the nail because they had this huge construction site convention the day before, and I'm sure somebody dropped the nail, and I found it. Of course, I was notified earlier that afternoon that I had a flat. Of course, I left it alone because I just, it's one of those things where you think you're dreaming. It's almost like Who Shot JR, and you're going to wake up and you're going to have a flat.
And of course, it's just one guy's like, "Hey, George, you got a flat," and then walked away.
Oh, I know, exactly.
Instead of like, "Hey, I hate to tell you this,
but
you got a flat tire." It's like they're like, "Hey, I know something you don't, and you're in trouble now for the next 3 hours."
That's exactly right. And it's like one after another. It almost got to where I said, "I'm gonna punch somebody if they tell me I got a flat again." It was like, who was gonna be the one to tell George he had a flat? But of course, nobody volunteered to change it. Of course, anyway, I did learn a valuable lesson. If you drive a Nissan Sentra and you've never had to change a tire, you've always let a garage do it, but if you've never had to do it yourself, get you a regular wrench, because the one that comes with your car, even though it's been in that trunk for many years, is the cheapest thing. It would be something I would probably sell off of my gimmick table.
Even the jack. I always recommend people to get their own jack because, no lie, The jack for my pickup truck, my Chevy Silverado, is one of those little jacks. Probably for your Nissan probably had a better jack than you had mine. And like you can't jack it up high enough.
Oh boy, no, yours is this far off the ground anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And then they give me
with a flat, it's this far off the ground. Yeah. Okay. So, gosh, yeah.
So always get yourself a reliable jack.
So yeah, that's got me puzzled, bullets. Here, you should have told me that. You got to have like 8 cinder blocks. To put under your jack to fix the tire.
That's why I tell everybody. That's why I have AAA. So that way I call them and they're like, "Hey, I need help taking the flat tire off." I'm like, "Oh, you got what do you need?" And I'm like, well, all I really need is just a jack because I've already got the tire off. I've got the lug nuts loosened. I just need you to lift it up so I can put the other one on. So
yeah, you did all the work.
I did all the other stuff. I just need somebody to come out here with a jack.
I love that. Well, I never thought about that. But anyway, I have replaced mine with just the regular one that we've had. Our dads had back in the day.
That's the best kind too.
I'm telling you, they make it just to fit in that little compartment. Now it looks all nice till you need it. And then I tried to use it, but it was plastic. I'm not exaggerating. It was just one gimmick that went on the lug nut, and it's just plastic. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't even get a grip. But anyway, so not only do we try to sell you the second greatest bucket, I should have saved that for the end. We'll help you change. We won't help you change the tire. We'll just suggest.
You're going to hit another topic before you get into it. Don't force it too much. Don't force it.
We won't help you change the tire. We'll just give you some advice to help you change your own tire. So, anyway, with all that being said, a lot going on this week, Bullet. Got a big weekend. It is that special time of year. No, not Christmas or Halloween or Easter. It is the Charlotte Motor Speedway Bacon and Egg Marathon. Invitational. Exactly. So, this weekend, of course, we will be at the Charlotte, I think they call it Charlotte Motor Speedway this year. One year it was Lowe's, then Big Lots, whatever. But anyway.
It's not even really in Charlotte either.
That's exactly right.
You can call it what you want. When it really
so we want to invite you to come to the Charlotte Motor Speedway that's actually in Concord. 11 o'clock Saturday morning, we'll be wrestling. Of course, it's all free. Earlier than that, huge free breakfast. Boy, one of our favorite times of the year is that just breakfast. There is a wrestling show in between breakfast and lunch. We do find time to do a little wrestling show. But we've been doing it, Bullet, for many, many years. And, of course, we'll be back there the following big Memorial Day weekend, I think it is. We'll be there 2 weekends.
I'll be there because I got to keep the streak alive. I think I've done it every single year since I've lived here. So this one
and one of my favorite times was you being able to bring your dad, who's a big NASCAR fan. He actually came and got to experience the racetrack event show. So, and of course, we'll do that morning. And of course, me and some of our students will be headed to back up to Drexel, North Carolina, at the community center that night. So a lot of stuff going on, Bullet. And I know you've got a lot going on. We did not tape last week because you very George Southish ran to do an Atlanta TV taping and turn around and come right back.
2 5 minutes and came right back.
Very much. Yes. We used to tape in the morning, and by then it came on at 6:05 Saturday night. So I try to rush back, Bullet. Such a mark for myself. I taped that morning, get killed by Abdullah, and I'd rush home just so I could set that beta VCR that night to record that. So very special moment. So a lot of going on. Bullet, comedian stuff going on this week, or
just open mics and little shows. I got a ton of them right now. They're all blanking in my head. I think I've got one next week in Atlanta again on Monday. Wow. So I think I'm in Atlanta this upcoming Monday. It's been a really rough week, George. So asking me where I'm at. Where I'm going when I don't even know where I'm at is a kind of a complex question.
What an unbelievable post. I know a lot of our fans had saw it, that it was kind of neat of the different shows you'd been to, just that little mirage of them. And it was so neat because I did not know. But all of them sold out. You would know, of course, but you don't know which one's which. They're all great crowds. Bullet. So I just, and there's something else that's on the tip of my tongue. I forgot about it, Bullet, but oh gosh, I have to call you later or text you later. It was good too, but anyway, I forgot. But it was something else. Dad, I should have shut up and listened. But anyway, so Dad, burn it. I'm sorry, I've lost it.
Is it about the post? Is it about something else?
No, I shouldn't have said nothing about the post because I had what I was going to say.
You had something else.
Yes, and then the post was so good it took that off of it. So anyway, I don't have no clue what the heck I was getting ready, but it was good. That's all I'm saying is it was good, Bullet.
All right, we can go back to talking about you now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's very good. But anyway, just a lot of stuff going on, folks. The wrestling school's doing real good. We thank everybody for that. Magnum, of course, had a good conversation with Magnum PA about the school. Of course, they got Queens of Combat. That's it. Queens of Combat.
Queens of Combat this weekend. Yes. That's right. Double taping. We got the 2 o'clock, and then we got the 7. So it'll be a big night. So
and and you can stay, of course, for both events. There's a ticket price for.
There's a ticket price
you
for
get
that.
the whole day.
The whole day.
I'm kind of excited. I think Tessa Blanchard's going to be there. She's coming in town,
Yes,
I think, and of course she'll be there for that. So I'm pretty excited about that. So anyway, a lot of stuff going on. Before we leave, Bullet, do I have an idiot of the week? You would think with the tremendous week that we have, and you got to listen to this one closely, Bullet. Everybody knows my love for people. Some of them not as much as the other, but this happened Sunday afternoon. I'd actually got through the whole weekend, the huge crowd. Really didn't single out an idiot of the week in Lincolnton. So, but I knew the night was young. I knew we had another show Sunday. Bullet Sunday, AML. We get through the whole show. AML versus Global Wrestling, Steel Cages. The lights are up. The show's over with the process of beginning to take down. Mm-hmm. And as I am putting up my gimmick table, Bullet, this old lady, and you had to be there. A lot of our students were there to witness this. This old lady not only comes to the front of my table, she circles around to the back of my table. I mean the back of it, which is no land, Bullet. Really, that's no land. She circles around the back of it, and oh my gosh, I wished I could do an impression of her. She come around and led into me. I mean, usually I do something wrong, but this time I didn't. Believe it or not, Bullet. So anyway, she lets into me, and the first thing she says to me was, "Why did you say my son lives in a cardboard box?" And she had her trashy looking daughter there to be nice about it, who was probably about 26 years old, and I wanted to punch her. But anyway, so the woman lets into me, Bullet.
You said far worse to me.
But listen, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So my comeback, once I heard, because I didn't, everybody's standing around, I don't know who she's addressing till I see her behind my table. So then it just clicked. I had enough, Bullet. I had been up for 3 days. I'm just setting up rings and cages, and I'd had enough. And Bullet, I turned around. It took me a while, okay? A little sore from taking a bump this weekend, but I went right after her. I mean, I was yelling at her, calling her everything in the book, insulting her daughter, who I'd never met her son. And so the old lady, who at one time I liked old people, she just changed every bit of that. All I'm saying, 2 things. Don't ever let me, if I do get old, Bullet, don't let me get like that. Just run over me. You know what I'm saying? What is that Christmas song?
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Oh, yeah, exactly. This lady has done, she should have been run over by a reindeer. And the reindeer stay on top of her. Bullet, but listen, don't ever let me get that way. And number 2, most of all, I know she was lying because you just said it. I have never, of all the insults I've ever insulted people, which has been a lot of them, okay? Mm-hmm. That is the corniest insult that I've ever heard. Mm-hmm. Personally, there's nothing wrong with living in a box. If you ask me, I wished I could.
This morning, I was thinking, like, man, I really wish I just lived on somebody's couch for $200. I thought of that this morning.
So listen here, old lady, before I throw you in the idiot bag. I know that was a complete lie, because even from the ring, when I'm going to insult you, and I never met her. This was not, I guess, I didn't even do this from the ring. She just said I did it like normal, like just we're talking now.
Out. Yeah, because that's your MO, is you like to go and engage with people.
Oh, exactly.
If anything you know about George South, he likes engaging with people on a personal level.
So, lady, listen, thank you for that, Bullet. The defense rest, lady, okay? So, the old lady will go in here, Bullet, we can come up with a lot better insults than saying, personally, there's nothing wrong with living in a box. I hope to one day. What a great lifestyle.
That's a compliment. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! If it gets a little wet, you just throw it away. There's no mortgage. There's no taxes. If it gets a little wet, you just go.
You might have been giving him a compliment, like, "Hey man, yes. You look really nice and well rested and refreshed because you don't have to pay $1,100 a month to live someplace.
That's exactly right.
You must be living in a cardboard box."
Listen, lady, your son insulted me because I have to pay bills. Okay? But anyway, so she's in the idiot bag. I'm not throwing her son because I'm impressed with him for doing something that I hope to do one day.
Yeah,
It's
live in a cardboard box.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing wrong with that. If it gets a little wet, you just move on to the next box. Bullet. But anyway, all that being said, a lot of stuff going on. But what you may even receive in a box is
the second greatest book of all time. But if your copy gets wet, you can buy another one at highspots.com. For more information where I'll be at, especially the Queens of Combat show, make sure you follow me on Twitter at ManScottManning and on Instagram at ManScottManning. It's been another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle.
Good show, Bullet. Good.